Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inspiration Transformations by Shanika. Hello, I gave y'all two scenarios that happened in my life. Basically, when my ancestors or my spiritual team dates, somebody was around me. I don't think that was a bad person. That was high ranking in the organization, but my spiritual guys or ancestors did not like. They did not. I'm telling I'm trying to tell y'all be thinking like my spirits and stuff, my ancestors or God or whatever love everybody. You a damn lie. Cause my ancestors, they don't like you. They'll let you know. They'll let me know, and they'll tell me about you. They'll break it down. They be like, one time they told me not that they didn't like this person. This man walked past me. He an older guy, probably in his 60s, and they was like he Cherokee Indian, he a black guy, and the average person couldn't tell or whatever. And I was like, "Are you Cherokee?" He was like, "Yeah." We began to talk for like 10 minutes, and he was like, "You got that spirit." He began to tell me that his grandfather was dark skinned, had long, pretty hair. Again, my ancestors, they would tell me on my mother's side they're Cherokee. So that's how they talked to me. It was one guy that was on the job. Like I said, he was an OG. He was a high ranking. He was very, very cool. But it was something that I didn't trust about him. But he was cool. He was very nice to me. But I believe I could saw, oh yeah, cause I saw, oh yeah, he was high ranking because there was a couple of dudes around him. Like basically, he had power because dudes would be around him, and the respect was real due to his ranking. But anyway, but he was an Aries, so he gave that, but he was very nice and respectable to me. But I didn't. It's somebody I ain't trust. But he kept saying I can't have you around certain things, and I'm looking like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like we not dating the other, we just hiding by. I said I will hide by you. And that turns people on. It's weird and crazy, but he began to learn a little bit about me. But the ancestors came in to protect me. I felt a force field, and I be telling people, please don't try me, because the ancestors of my guys will tell me I'm very sensitive to energy. I will feel you, and if they don't like you, they've told me, and they will do stuff. They will come through me because I got so different scenarios. But I had this one other guy. He was I can tell that he very lustful. But one guy on the job, and I had an ancestor come through. I think it was my grandmother, but I had an ancestor come through, like through me. That the guy came and he said something to me, and I guess the ancestor was like, "Fuck this shit," and it was a female, and I believe it was my grandma, but she was like, "Nigga." And it was something that it was me saying it, but I was like, I felt something else. She was like, "Nigga, did I call for you?" It was something that my answer. I knew it was the answer. I think it was my grandma. I don't know because I never had that happen, but they came through, and the people there. It was a group of people around, and they bust out laughing. But they was like, "Who was that? Who was that?" They said, like, "Who was that in you?" I was like, "Uh oh." I was like, "I think my ancestor came through. I think it was my grandma." She was like, "Nigga, did I call for you?" Whether it was her, it was something like that. She was like, "Nigga," and I was, and dude, one of the guys said, "You sound like," he said, "You sound like my my older auntie." I was like, "That's my grandma." Possibly when they don't like you, they will come through me. They will say whatever they would do. That was one scenario. On that same particular job, I was on the job. My eyes would do certain things, and I would feel certain things around certain people, and they'll start telling me Bible verses, certain Bible verses. Like they will tell you, I'm telling you, they'll give you songs, numbers. If they don't like you, they'll let me know, or they'll do shit. I'm like, oh fuck. When my grandma or ancestors came through, people could tell. They was like, that don't sound is you, but it don't sound. They knew, and they get scared, and I'm like, okay, they will come through, make it known, and didn't care whoever it was. They was very blunt, and like I was giving y'all a scenario, there was one guy, and then I had a force field around me. It was protection. They didn't want the person around me, and they would tell me things about him, and I look, I'm the type, I told you, I'm really bold. I tell you, I be like, the ancestors said, or I'm the type of, I read you, and I be like, they don't want you around. They bold, they don't care. I told you, they savages. They be cutting people hands off in the spirit, like they are so protective. And I be trying to tell people, please don't bother me, because you may see a spirit lingering around you, or you may think you may have shit fall around in your house, or you may end up in the emergency room. You may possibly go bye bye. Cause it's like I'm not trying to be cocky, but I have saved a lot of people's lives. I'm not trying to be cocky, because if I cry, they take that very serious. It's like I'm their baby, I'm their joy. Like, don't bother. This one don't bother her. And I've saved so many of you lives. I'm serious. By not crying out to them about you. But I had a woman one time. She was, I mean, I'm very cool, but she was trying to play. I saw it happen. She tried to play me, and all I know, by the next week or two, her mama died. This one older lady, she tried me on a job. She was very cool, acting like she was my mama. Next thing I know, she talking about her daughter was diagnosed with cancer. And you be like, Sticker, well, that could have been anything. I knew it was them or something around me, because um the lady, it's like they'll tell me. They very bold. And I'm like, I know y'all did this shit. I know you did it. I know you had something to do with I mean, I'm not saying people can't be on their deathbed or have diagnoses or be sick. It could be that. It could be combinations, but I tell you, I am walking karma. I'm the type of bye guy.